after 2024 general elections, NPP for Atanase Ahoy Sadie about one is koye. Then you see a 2 year December na fena official one nakasa aba. Before that, subscribe to our channel on our Sabaka or other relevant news in Ghana, whether politics or governance. I want them dear news. Subscribe to your channel. No more kwaba edeba in the news. And some na AC. Taking him say His Excellency, another flag bearer for the NPP, that's the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Bawumia Mahamadu. Atume the NPP headquarters Eden Semi Okotuja. Na then 70 nyina say oba be thank you to. The thank you to we no enye odon kwa na ekone mom one one e contesting for the flag bearership no e na eba be ko na say na nsem no city before be ko no mo shase ene de yara na odin nsem atuja na then nsem say what share de tia MP lusu ye na de elusu ye no ebi ne say yentie de okan no de yemfa de dro no emra me pesa wan kasa wutie free no na biom no person be subscribe to your channel no na won sabeka all other relevant news enti oko thank you to ne biom so o chire de ntia MP lusu ye na keyword a waka ba ko ne say won mo en lusu our religion basis na omo lusu because of the okan na emra sia
they very, very supportive, and I have recognized this, and for some time now I have been supportive of the salaries of a few of the women who are here, and I will continue to be supportive of you and even go further in that regard. I also want to, amen, yes, sorry. I also want to thank my running mate and my campaign team for their full support. They've done very, very well across this campaign. The fact is, we worked very hard. We tried to get everybody involved. As you know, the General Secretary was the Director of Operations for the campaign. The Women's Organizer organized the women. The Youth Organizer organized the youth. The National Coordinator handled the Zongo, and so on. So we tried to do as much as we could. Notwithstanding our hard work, however, we still suffered a heavy defeat. And when you look at what happened, you will see that it was internal. Many of our supporters did not come out to vote. This is really fundamentally why we lost the election. If you look at 2020 vis-a-vis 2024, 2.1 million of our supporters didn't come out to vote. 2.1 million. And you look at John Mohammed's votes, his votes went up by maybe 115,000. So he increased by 115,000 and we went down by 2.1 million. And that is basically why we did not win. So the key to victory going forward is within the NPP. It is within ourselves because we decided not to vote. So if we decide to vote, we will win. So the key is ourselves. It is ourselves. So that is what we have to understand and take going forward. When we finished the election, there were so many people who were giving different reasons for why we lost. So many different reasons. But people were speaking without data. And you know you can only speak forcefully with data. When you look at the reasons people were offering, one of the reasons people offered was that they said that they didn't vote for us because our presidential candidate was Muslim. Have you not heard that? Didn't you hear that? When I heard that, I said, this doesn't make sense. This is not the Ghana that I know. Because if you look at it, we went for primaries. We had 10 contestants. I was 1 Muslim, 9 Christians. But the MPP voted for the Muslim presidential candidate. So that could not be the case. So I decided to do some data analysis to test this hypothesis. And when you look at the data is very clear. In many constituencies across the country, the MPP presidential candidate performed better than the Christian parliamentary candidate in many constituencies across. So it couldn't be, if they were voting because of religion, I shouldn't be performing better than the Christian parliamentary candidates. Even my good friend, Intim, who is giving a lot of heat to the government at the moment in Thailand. Intim is a reverend father in Tim Pojo, as in South. But I did better than him in his constituency. So he did so well. I mean, he did and mobilized the votes for me, and I thank him very much. But if you look at all across the country, the fact is that there was no religious factor in the voting. It is only propaganda. There is no religious factor. And in fact, we sought to see so many different institutions undertook research and undertook studies to answer the question. You had our MPs, you had Konrad Adenauer, you had Global Info Analytics, you had different institutions. But when you look at it all, they all came to the conclusion that it wasn't an issue of religion, it is not an issue of... Those two issues have been ruled out in all the findings from different surveys that have been done. So as a party, I'm very happy that, and as a country, I'm very happy that religion and tribe has not entered our political discourse. We should not therefore allow people to come in to play propaganda with religion and tribe. We are one nation. We will all go together and we will move, whether we are Muslims or Christians, we will all work together for the good of this country. And that is how we should try to get everybody going forward. I am very happy that Professor Michael Quay and his Elections Review Committee have submitted their report. We've waited for this report for a long time. And they delivered the report on time. And I must say that I am very happy with the Okwe report. It has put to bed a lot of the propaganda that was going around about exactly why we lost the election. And I'm very happy about that. What is important also is that they have made some very important recommendations for this party. And those recommendations have been forwarded to a constitutional review committee to then look at it and bring it back to NEC and National Council for us to then make certain changes. You can expect, without any doubt, that the delegate system is going to be changed. That we will change the current delegate system and allow more people to vote. And that give more rights to more people to come in and be part of the electoral college. And so that those are things that we believe will happen, but we will wait peacefully for the committee to come back with its report. We will not try to preempt it, and once they come back with the report, we'll give the National Council the opportunity to get this sent to the National Conference for the decisions to be taken to amend the Constitution. So we are in a rebuilding stage for this party. What is important for all of us is that we have to be united. If we are united, we are going to win 2028. If we are not united, we will have a challenge. So unity is very important. And because I want us to be united, this is why I am departing from the normal thank you tour that we have held. Normally, whether it's Edubuani, whether it's Kufuor, whether it's Akufo-Addo, the presidential candidate has just basically gone ahead and done a thank you tour. We are doing it differently this time because I want unity. And that is why I have said that I want to go with the party and also to invite my former contestants, the aspirants who contested me for the primaries. They should come and we'll all go and do the thank you for the country, so that we all show a united front for the party, so that we can build on it going forward. So that is my sense of what we are going to do. I want to thank all of you. Remember, unity is the key. It is not about, it's not time for primaries, and it is not about winning a primary. What we are doing is building a party machinery that can win the general election. That is what we should be doing. Building a party machinery to win a general election, not to win a primary. If you win a primary and you cannot win the general election, then it is a useless victory. It is a useless victory. It is a Pyrrhic victory. So let us build a machinery to make the party strong so that we can win the general election. And that is what we should be looking at as a party. We can only do that if we unite. Because united we will stand, divided we will fall. And that is something that my old father Tedam, will always remind us of. Uncle Tedam will always remind us that united we stand and divided we fall. And I remember him so fondly at this moment. So let's come together, and I know that the elephant is a winning symbol, and we are going to go ahead and win. Let us come together. God bless you. God bless you.